You want to become a better angler, learn from my mistakes and move forward.
Nice, guys.
Guys, fishing is of course a constant way of learning. With every strike we get, we gain knowledge and of course we get better and better. And in today's video I want to talk exactly about that. I want to share my experience with you and make you a better angler. It's winter time and a classic species to target for a shore angler are big False Albacore or little tunas as they're called. And with exactly that species in my mind, because of course I was dreaming of this one big False Albacore, I went to this cape. It's a classic spot for these pelagic species in winter because it has some great structures. It is a bit more shallow on one side and deeper on the other side, and it has like in close range open sea. So a classic spot where pelagics come to feed in winter time.
Guys, very nice. Exactly my taste. 2 casts on one side, nothing. 1 cast on the other side, immediately strike. Nice albacore, good start.
But of course this fish was my target fish, but it was an average size of False Albacore. So as I told you, I was dreaming of this big one, and yeah, so I had a better feeling with the deeper areas with the open sea. So I chose as a jig a highly UV active, very attractive jig pattern. It was the Gekito jig strike, and this jig has a lot of it's very attractive and teases the fish from a big area to come and strike, especially fish which are not super smart, like these little tunas or False Albacores are. But let's watch some of the scenes of the strike and fight first before I talk about what mistake I did and what you can learn from that. Keep in your mind, our goal is to become a better angler.
Big albacore. Okay, halt den Fisch. Nein, du musst ihn in die Hüfte stellen. Halte, halte, halte. Okay, mach auf. Big fat albacore. That was exactly my target for today. Definitely my new personal best.
I got the strike very high up in the water column, and because I felt it's a big fish, I put a lot of pressure on it, like I do it when I am fighting amberjack. My big mistake here was that I didn't understand what kind of fish it was. And you will ask now, why, how can I understand what fish I'm fighting? In many cases, not from the strike, but from the way the fish was reacting. And I totally avoided these signs. Big False Albacore and bonitos, they do swim very, very fast, and this is exactly the moment when you can understand what fish you're fighting, because often in the fight you're struggling to keep tension on the line because the fish is swimming so fast towards you, and this is exactly the moment when you can understand what species you're fighting. The logical reaction with a fish like that is to open the drags and fight the fish in midwater, because these species are not going to cut, to look for structure to cut you. They just stay in the midwater and run to, let's say, escape. But I didn't. I kept the pressure high and forced the fish towards me, and the fish did what it does best, is fast swimming, and tried to escape around the cape in front of me. And as you can see here, the spot has some of these little rocks in front, and when I realized where the fish was going, I knew I was in deep trouble. Everything was happening so fast, and I just saw my line going to these rocks, and I jumped some steps forward and moved my arms forward to avoid the cut. And yeah, it was so extremely fast that I couldn't even open the bail arm. I was able afterwards to release the tension, and yeah, because my line was already in one of these rocks in front, and the fish of course already around the cape. I made a mistake, but at the end it worked for me. The point of this video is to avoid these mistakes in the first place, not getting into trouble with an unknown result. So next time, when a big False Albacore or bonito has eaten the jig, I will for sure open the drag at the beginning and enjoy the fight in open water. I learned from my mistake, and I hope you will as well. Stay tuned guys, leave me a comment and support me by watching this video.